What up, 3 times? Long time no see. You already know who it is. It's the one and only homie Chef, aka Wings912 on IG. That's WINGZZ912 on Instagram. Looking at me, we got an almighty shoe review. Yeah, I needed to take a break. Not that I'm not in love with sneakers, but just got repetitive. Shoes got boring, a lot of stale drops, but we do have some heat, and it all landed, and I can't wait for y'all to see it. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and get into this. Please, if this is your first time, make sure you hit that subscription button, hit that notification bell as well, so you can be tapped in and tuned in whenever I drop info, heat, reviews, whatever, you know what I mean? Try and get back into the swing of things, because now we're gonna start heating up, getting into the fall, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Breakfast Club, one and only homies. A lot of these episodes, a lot of them had to do with, we was showing a lot of love, doing a lot of ooping at retail for each other, so shout out to everybody. This particular shoe, I don't know what I can say, you know what I mean? But it's a lot to say, so we're gonna get into it piece by piece. But you know how we rock. First thing we do is start with the box. Ooh. Blickety blow, blickety blow, blickety blow. Colors read black, white, black. Yeah. Now that we got them in hand, let's get into them. The Air Jordan 4 Retro White Thunder sports a black suede upper with contrasting white accents on the molded eyelets and mesh quarter panel, the latter covered in black netting. Matching white Jumpman logos decorate the woven tongue tag and molded heel panel. Lightweight cushioning arrives via a white polyurethane midsole fitted with a visible airsole heel unit and supported by a black herringbone traction rubber outsole. So boom, these shoes here was a bit different. Black and white is always a good color with a black base for Nike and the Jordan 4, so this was gonna move, you know what I'm saying? Now, the one thing I can say is I think these were low in stock because they sold out on sneakers and they sold out on most websites, you know, DTLR, JD, Snipes, etc., but I think there will be a restock soon, so if you missed, hold your horses, don't get too excited. They're coming back. All right. And we're going to get into the resale later, but let's talk about it. It's, you know, basic black and white, but you know, just an alternative to the usual. And you know, it's got the nubuck upper, completely nubuck upper, no leather on this at all whatsoever. And it's got the webbing, black and white with the eyelets, white hits on the midsole, the white paneling behind the actual mesh. You know what I mean, white air bubble, and then you know, you see you got the white hits on the sole. Now, let's talk about the cons of this shoe. Nubuck isn't bad, right? But every pair that I saw had this rubbing on the toe, and I'm sure a lot of y'all are gonna say that, and it partially comes from this heel tab being pressed up into the toe when they put them in the box. And I don't know how good you can actually see it, but hopefully the camera can focus in, but it's like right here. It's like a scuff, and it's like a permanent scuff. Another thing I noticed was the webbing on the webbing. It's thicker and it feels like almost like rubber, you know what I'm saying? Like it's very, very different, but it feels like a rubber webbing material, and then it has the mesh, white mesh under it. No alternate laces, and I don't think you need to do a lace swap. Just need to put some protector on these and you'll be good to go. You know how I feel, man. I'm just old school. I only have one pair that has a Jumpman on the back. Other than that, all my 4s have Nike Air, so I'm particularly choosy, but this one I could definitely see going crazy. This is going to be a good shoe that's going to do well in the winter. You know, black shoe with white Now, let's talk about resale. The resale prices I saw were hovering in my size, which is size 13. I saw them between 268 to 280, you know. My question is, will this have the Black Cat 4 effect? If you remember the Black Cat 4s, they were basic, buck, new buck, and it was a little ashy new buck, but everything was just blacked out. And those shot to the moon, that is probably what, $1,000 shoe right now. Let's look at the resale real quick. And as you can see, you know, that number was up there. I did sell my pair because I didn't like the shoe, and I had a very, very old review about it, but it's two different types of suede. And that kills, like, it bugs me. It bugs me, man. It bugs me about it, but I didn't like that shoe because of the material. And I sold mine for about $700, $800, you know. I'm not gonna be mad about it, considering I got them at, like, what, half price? You know what I mean? That's the old Nike Portland ES rate that I was, you know, having with that privilege, you know what I mean, that discount. But yeah, like, that was that back then, and I feel like these are going to somehow, some way have the effect, because the black and white, it looks good. The color blocking on this is really cool, and yeah, I can see this getting, you know what I mean, getting that treatment possibly, but it depends on how many restocks are done. I heard a low stock number for these was like 150 to 200,000. I don't know, but at the same time, a lot of my local retailers like JD, DTLR, Snipes, etc., they had like 20 to 30 pair. Now, JD did EA, but when I saw the EA list, they had about 10 people on it, 10, 12 people on it. Snipes had 20 pair, they raffled off all their pairs, and you know, employees get first dibs on pairs. And DTLR had a good amount of grade school pairs, and the men's pairs were kind of, I want to say slighted, but you know, I really think they're going to go crazy. Grade schools, I can see going crazy for sure. So if you have a chance, an opportunity, stock up on your 6.5 and 7s, because I feel like the ladies are going to go crazy with this, and this is going to get treated like a panda some way, somehow. You know what I mean? So do what you will with that information. Just my personal assumptions and interpretations of trying to read the market, because you know, things have been crazy. Everything's sick, you know what I mean? But one more time, let me give you a quick look at these guys, you know, because we got to get into the chefs and bring homie out. All right. And when it comes to the chefs, I give these a 7. They're not bad, but they're not good, you know. Once again, just not my cup of tea. I'm scaling way back on spending money on shoes, especially redundant colorways that I already have in certain silhouettes. And then not only that, but it's a jump, man. It's not Nike Air on the back, so not my steez, but hopefully if you had opportunity, grab the dub today. If not, just pay attention for the restock, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully you'll get lucky. The prices are kind of reasonably low, but still with all those extra added fees, still gonna be like paying $100 over retail when you cop from StockX or GOAT. So be mindful, be careful, you know, just don't have FOMO. You ain't really missing out. There's a lot more heat coming, you know what I'm saying? But as always, appreciate y'all tapping in, showing love. Please stay tuned, stay tapped in. Got 3 more shoes to bring y'all. These were just the earliest ones. I wanted to get these out the way, but a lot of shoes have landed, and we're going to get into a few because there's just a lot going on and a lot moving, and of course, you know, I try to do my best to get my hands on everything that I feel is personally heat. And as always, spread love, you know what I mean? We way beyond halfway 2024. We are getting into the last 4 months, you know what I'm saying? So tap in, understand it's very important. We're going to talk about a lot of good things, man. Be safe, spread love though. And by any means, keep them sneakers clean. Y'all know the motto. Before you go pay resale, come here and get them details. And if I catch you lacking, understand we snatching. Breakfast Club love the winter. That's when we outside and we do the most. So keep them eyes open. Be easy. Whoa.